Welcome to the very first episode of Hittin It Raw, man. We told you Thursday was coming. Here it is, Thursday, April, what is it?
16th.
April 16th. Yeah, happy birthday, by the way. I am your host, the Instant Klassic, and that right there is
Lex.
Okay. So what do you want to kick the show off this week? What do you want to kick off our very first episode with, man?
Oh, let's talk about this tremendous Wrestlemania we had. Alright, Wrestlemania 31, the Showcase of the Immortals. How great was that show?
San Francisco, California, Bay Area. Shout out to the Bay Area. I got a few friends out there. Been out there for a while. Been to Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah, no, it was tremendous. I mean, the just the card alone and all the segments that took place in there. Right, it was great. You know, I can't, probably the best WrestleMania I've seen in a while, other than 29, because I went there. Right.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to 29, but shit didn't work out the way it was supposed to. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it was just Triple H and Sting. I mean, like,
yeah.
Who the hell ever thought you watch WWE pay-per-view and you see the Stinger on there? You know?
Yeah, man. And the Terminator entrance. How about that?
Oh, yeah, that was good. The Terminator entrance, man. You know, but when he did that, it got me thinking, you know, during the match between Triple H and Sting, I was saying to myself, like, wouldn't it be hilarious if, like, Arnold actually came out as the Terminator and was at ringside for Triple H and interfered, and then, you remember back in WCW's RoboCop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah, so, you could have just brought RoboCop out there, and then we would have finally got what everybody wanted to see.
Terminator versus RoboCop.
There you go, right then and there.
But since we couldn't get that, we got the next best thing, which was DX and the NWO coming out to help their respective sides.
Oh, that was pretty. That was fucking awesome. The most random thing, and you just heard the DX music, right? And I gotta tell you, you know, if you looked at all four of them, right? Not a single one of them looked that bad. I mean, especially Billy Gunn.
Yeah, no.
He ain't changed at all.
Yeah, Billy Gunn is actually
X-Pac.
a trainer in NXT, man, so he's got to keep in shape.
Yeah, and X-Pac hasn't changed at all. The only two that you kind of know, Road Dogg, because he doesn't have the braids.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, that was great. The NWO, when they came out, you know, that was awesome. I'm surprised Kevin Nash didn't tear his quad again. Right? He must have recovered from the Hall of Fame.
Oh, jeez.
Right? But that was crazy. I mean, I didn't even expect that shit at all. You know?
Yeah, man.
Shawn Michaels coming out of nowhere.
super kicking Sting.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever thought you'd see that?
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I didn't expect Triple H to win.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna put Sting over, but apparently, I mean, if next year, if the rumors are true, man, WrestleMania 32, he's going to be facing Undertaker, which was supposed to happen at this year's WrestleMania, but
supposed to happen like the last 4 or 5 WrestleMania.
Yeah, actually, I heard about that.
Yeah, before Sting decided to go re-sign with TNA and become Joker.
What a horrible gimmick that was. Anyway, how about Bray Wyatt taking on the Undertaker?
Oh man, I'm telling you, Undertaker has not lost a bit at all. I mean, the guy can still go. He can still go. Not probably on a full-time basis, but he can still go.
Yeah, man. To all y'all that thought that he fell off after the WrestleMania loss to Brock Lesnar last year, no.
Legends don't die; they just resurrect.
Yeah, man. And how about that Bray Wyatt entrance though?
Oh, that was pretty cool, right? And the scarecrows and all that. That was pretty cool. I kind of wanted an epic entrance for the Undertaker.
Yeah, but like I said, they can't do, you know, the epic entrances because, you know, it was daylight. It was like only like 5 o'clock in the afternoon over there.
They could have done something with like a casket or something.
Yeah,
true. You know,
Well,
have like, remember at the 2006 Royal Rumble, he had a horse and carriage bring him out. Right when he did the whole thing and he made the ring collapse with Kurt Angle in it.
Yeah.
They could have done something like that. But other than that was cool. What about that ladder match, man?
Yeah, man. The 7-man ladder match for the IC title with Daniel Bryan coming out on top and Dean Ambrose taking a hell of a bump.
Oh, that was nuts.
Yeah. But we have a little bit of thoughts on Daniel Bryan and the IC Championship, which we'll get into a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But and also, man, how about The Rock and Ronda Rousey, man? That is pretty damn cool.
That was badass. I mean, yeah, of course, for plugging Furious 7, which was a badass movie.
yeah. We'll get into that later on too.
Yeah, right. That was great. It was just so badass seeing The Rock and Triple H again. It felt like a goddamn kid again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that was cool. Really do hope they have Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon in the future.
If Dana White lets it happen, man, we would love to see it. And you know, of course, the big thing of the night, man, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, WWE World Championship.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome match. I mean, even when Seth Rollins cashed in his briefcase, that whole thing was awesome. A lot of people expected Seth Rollins to cash in the briefcase, but not during the match.
Yeah, rumor is he found out, you know, about 45 minutes in, which would have been right after he wrestled Orton. Yeah. Right after he wrestled Orton, you found out he was winning the world title, and you know the original finish to the match was rewritten, and that happened.
Yeah, to me it's unfortunate because I actually wanted Roman Reigns to win, but I wouldn't have been upset if Brock would have won either, because Brock's my number one right there.
Well,
right? But I'm cool with Seth Rollins being champion. I got no problem with it at all.
Yeah, man. Technically, I think they did that out of crowd reaction because Roman Reigns had been getting booed for the last, you know, several weeks. Like he'll get booed in one city and then he'll get cheered in another, and then a mixed reaction in the other.
Yeah.
So they weren't too sure what to do with that.
Yeah. Well, you see, I gotta tell you, you know. It shows you how hypocritical the fans are these days. I mean, yeah, you have a right to cheer and boo whoever you want, right? But there's like kind of like it gets to a point where it's like you do realize it's not that serious. I mean, Roman Reigns, everybody loved him when he was with the Shield. Everybody wanted him to win the Royal Rumble last year.
Absolutely.
Of course, a couple of people are going to be like, "Oh, we just didn't want Batista to win." Yeah, but what would have happened if Roman Reigns actually won last year's Royal Rumble and went to WrestleMania and won the title? Would you guys cheer him then? Right?
Oh.
I mean, it's ridiculous, you know? Everything was just... I still to this day don't understand what the big deal is, you know?
No, they would have said, why did you have him win the title? You know, he's only at that time a year in, and he's not ready, and they should have had somebody else carry it, you know.
You know what the excuse is with that, too, is his cousin, The Rock, right? They say that the reason why he got the push is because of him, right? And I'm like, I was at Madison Square Garden, 1986 Survivor Series, where The Rock debuted as Rocky Maivia. 2 years later, Survivor Series, he's winning his first WWF title. Nobody made a big deal about that, right? What's the big deal about Roman Reigns doing? I don't understand what the big deal would have been about that, you know? And now, even though WrestleMania is over, they're still booing the shit out of him.
Yeah, and you know...
He's not the number one contender anymore. He's not going to main event WrestleMania next year. I mean,
yeah, he'll probably, chances are, at Extreme Rules, he'll probably be stuck in another match with the Big Show.
Well, yeah, after what happened on Monday, which, surprisingly, I don't know if you saw that, the fans started getting on Roman Reigns' side. They started chanting that whole, please retire chant for the Big Show.
Yeah, I did see that. UK fans are nuts.
Yeah, you know, WWE's new to them whenever they go there. They get the off Israel. No disrespect to you UK fans, alright?
Yeah, and speaking of the UK, man, did you see that video of fans jumping the rail out of the SmackDown taping?
I watched that coming down here, right? That was hilarious. That one dude that hit the rock bottom.
Yeah, he got more of a pop than John Cena did. Oh my God.
That was hilarious. It was like four fans that got in the ring. They concentrated looking. You just see that one dude rock bottom. Yeah,
a little bit of a backstory on that. I actually found out that they're pranksters for a YouTube show in the UK. Their YouTube page has over 350,000 hits, and they're doing their thing. So that was, I guess, one of the pranks. So
you know what? Shout out to you guys. You know, because I would have loved to have done that too. Say get kicked out of an arena.
Yeah, hey, good.
You know, I would have. But I'd be honest, if you're gonna pull something like that, I would have done it in a much bigger venue. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but the O2 Arena for them is like their Madison Square Garden. So
yeah, it is. You know, and you know, to be honest with you, like I've said this before, you know, the WWE really needs to take their big events out of the States and bring it everywhere else. You know, I mean, they held SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium in was it 92?
Yeah.
They really should think about holding WrestleMania, Survivor Series. All that outside
the
of
only problem is that like the UK is like 8 hours ahead time wise, so it'll probably be a pain in the ass to kind of. That was the problem with SummerSlam '92. And then they ended up showing it here like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they were wrestling over there at like fucking 9 o'clock at night and shit.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem, but no, I mean, that was '92. It's 2015.
That's true.
By now they must have come up with something.
That's true.
But they do say it's like you got fans from all over the world coming to WrestleMania. It'd be nice to give them a break, take it over there, England, Germany, stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
but now, we look forward to Extreme Rules.
Yeah, man, April 26th, Chicago, which is another great wrestling city, second only to New York, but Chicago, man. Rumor has it, it might be a CM Punk return.
Just letting you know right now. Rumor, don't take it over. Now, see, it's too late now. Now you made everybody out there now. They're gonna be like, CM Punk over here in Chicago.
Oh, come on, but they're gonna hijack the night anyway by chanting CM Punk and AJ. They're especially during the Divas match.
I mean, I got tired of that. With the whole every time AJ came out, they started chanting for CM Punk. I'm like, dude, he's not there no more. All right? I mean, I understand she's married to him, but that's not CM Punk.
Speaking of AJ, that's one of his that's his favorite divas.
As well as Paige.
And Paige too.
Yeah, man, if they would have been I would have killed to see a triple threat match with them two and Lita.
Yeah, man, that would have been great. And also, why not make it a fatal 4-way at Trish Stratus?
Hey, shit, I wouldn't have mind that.
Nice.
Yeah. Extreme Rules. Tell you the truth, the main event could have been a lot better than...
Yeah, the WWE World Championship inside a steel cage and the RKO is banned, so maybe we'll see the return of the punt. That's
definitely going to happen. You see, the thing with me is, I'm sure it's going to be a good match, because Randy Orton and Seth Rollins are great workers and all that, but my gripe with this match is the fact that Orton comes out and he says that he doesn't want the authority to get involved. Right? It's a match where Seth Rollins can't run away from. Right? It's just him and Rollins. He chooses a steel cage. Now, I mean, this guy's been in I don't know how many steel cage matches. We have seen a shitload more. All right? You and I'm pretty sure everybody who works in WWE knows, people still get in the damn cage. All right? I mean, what the fuck? J&J Security, they have arms and legs. They can climb the cage,
Yeah.
Big Show can lift he came out of a cage, for Christ's sakes, when he debuted.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He threw Steve Austin through the door.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You could have chose... The smartest thing would have been, ban the authority from ringside. That's the smartest thing to do. Right? I mean, come on. You're supposed to be the Apex Predator, the Viper. You're supposed to be ahead of the competition. You just gave yourself up for a sacrifice, you fuck.
Yeah, man. And speaking of, getting back to Divas for a second, what about the Naomi heel turn, man?
Personally, I really don't care, but I do kind of want to know why. The Dactyl's gonna come back as a heel stable now or some shit.
Technically, that was supposed to be AJ before she retired.
Yeah, and what's the real deal on her retiring? Was it because she's pregnant or something? I've been hearing that she's pregnant.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what? The only people that truly know are AJ and CM Punk and their inner circle.
Yeah, but and speaking of CM Punk again, I'm looking forward to seeing his fight in October. I'm just waiting for them to give him a damn opponent. He's
looking good.
But back to Extreme Rules. You got Cena and Rusev again for the U.S. title. Now, we didn't touch on this before, but WrestleMania, when he fought him, that actually was pretty cool. Seeing Cena as the U.S. champion again.
Yeah, full circle, man. 11 years after he won his first U.S. title, which I was there for, WrestleMania 20, Madison Square Garden, Magical Night.
Yeah, I was there too. Right, right up there in the 100 section. Right, I mean, I remember that. And You know, and I thought that was cool. Wrestlemania when Rusev came out with that like Ivan Drago Rocky IV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, like seriously, if I was sitting in the crowd, I'd be like the only douchebag getting up and like with my really shitty Russian accent. You know, Vladimir Stormiak, Ivan Drago. You know, I probably would have pissed a couple of people off. But
honestly, man. But yeah, man. This time in a Russian chain match, which is a regular chain match, which you can use a chain legally, but they just had to call it a Russian chain match. Made it sound real cool.
Well, that kind of what do you call it? They haven't had a chain match since Judgment Day 2001, Kane versus Triple H for the Intercontinental title, right? That was a pretty brutal match, and the master of the chain match was Boris Malenko, the father of Dean Malenko, right? Yeah, he's had some brutal chain matches way back in the day, right? But that's gonna be pretty interesting. I like to see how that turns out.
And also, man, we got Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler in a Kiss My Arse match. You know.
Yeah. So okay, we can't say arse, but we're gonna have someone actually kiss another man's ass on camera.
Or they just might do the Rock and Billy Gunn thing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's even better. Let's just bring out Bertha Faye back. And just have one of them kiss her ass, right? That's real great. You know, and
nice.
This dude Sheamus, I like him, right? I dig, because it reminds me of the old Sheamus.
Yeah,
right?
I dig the entrance theme though.
Yeah,
the entrance theme is pretty awesome.
Yeah, but the whole braiding of the beard.
Yeah, made famous by Captain Lou Albano. Then Chris Jericho had it for a while, and now Sheamus is doing it.
Yeah, but it's like Captain Lou Albano just had like one. Jericho just had like one here. He's got like all the way up. It's like literally, it's a dreadlock for his face. That's what it basically is. You know, it's ridiculous. But I think the Mohawk though, he reminds me of that crab lobster thing from Futurama. Right? Yeah, I forgot his name.
I don't watch Futurama.
Yeah, she got into that thing. Hilarious show. But that's gonna be a pretty awesome match though, because Sheamus is a bad son of a bitch. Dolph Ziggler, you can't keep him down. You know?
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's a future world champion. What am I talking about? He's already a two-time world champion, but
future
WWE champion. Yeah,
hopefully they give him a legit run with the WWE World Championship.
He deserves it. He deserves it. I mean, let's not get crazy here, right? I say he deserves it. It doesn't mean start hijacking shows now if Dolph Ziggler doesn't win the 2016 Royal Rumble here, right?
Oh well, yeah, no, that's pretty much gonna happen. I mean, yeah.
So what else we have? Oh, we're gonna have I believe it's gonna be an Extreme Rules match between Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, what a rivalry that's gonna, what a matchup that's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like what Ambrose and Bray Wyatt did, you know, that this could be kind of a little better, because I always thought Luke Harper was the crazier one.
And you know the I don't know if you got a chance to see it, the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship back at TLC, which was pretty damn phenomenal.
Yeah, that was really good. It reminded me, that match reminded me of the old days, you know, Terry Funk and Mick Foley, you know. That's what I look at Dean Ambrose as. Dean Ambrose was like a modern like Mick Foley, you know, even though he had a beef with him on the internet.
Yeah, a little fun fact. If Mick Foley hadn't failed the physical back in 2012 or something like that, they would have feuded back in FCW when because Dean Ambrose had called Mick Foley out, and then that whole feud was gonna start, but they didn't.
Yeah, but no, that would be great. You know, to see them two go at it, but it would have been greater back in the day. Like Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, those guys remind me of like the reasons why they should bring back the hardcore title.
Yeah.
Right? That belt really does need to come back. I mean, with those guys, shit, it'll be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So don't miss Extreme Rules Sunday, April 26th on the WWE Network. Or if you're still buying pay-per-view, which I don't see why you would, you know, on pay-per-view. And with that said, we will be right back with more Hittin It Raw.
Well, stay tuned. Don't change that channel, motherfucker. And we are back. As The Instant Klassic.
Yeah,
We're back, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. Are my eyes bloody? Can you see that shit? They're bloody? Huh? I haven't slept in a while, so I don't want to look like a crackhead when I leave this motherfucker. Right? So.
And and he's not planning on it because it's his birthday weekend this weekend. So yeah, happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody out there.
I'm glad you didn't ask how old I was.
No, that's cool. So yeah, anyway, we're back with movies, man. Fast and Furious 7, man.
Oh man, that.
Or Fury 7. Sorry,
Yeah.
let me get technical.
Yeah. Well, no, man, that's the best goddamn one out of all.
Yeah.
I mean, that series has picked itself up ever since the disaster known as Tokyo Drift.
The bastard child that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Vin Diesel being at the end, you know. But after that, 4 was. I mean, when I saw 4, I thought that was good. 5 was better. 6 is better than that, and 7, holy shit.
Yeah, man, Jason Statham and The Rock, man.
Oh man, that was a one fight I was looking for. 2 badass motherfuckers like that going at toe to toe.
Yeah. And for all of us wrestling fans out there and wrestlers too, because I'm used to wrestling. But anyway, hit him with the rock bottom.
Yeah, that's the second time in the movie he's hit somebody with a rock bottom. If you remember, if you've seen the rundown.
Yeah. Oh man, I was just gonna get to that.
Yeah, that scene in the nightclub. Yeah, I was hoping for people's elbow. I'm still waiting for him to do a people's elbow in a fucking movie, man. That's gonna be hilarious.
Has he hit anybody with a spine buster?
You know, no, he's not hit anybody with a spine buster. I think he has done. Remember back in the day, he used to do that spinning DDT shit.
Yeah. Oh yes,
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's done that before. But no, that was a great fight with him and Jason Statham. How at the end when he shows up with the
with the big ass machine gun.
Yeah, that fucking M134, which we kind of, believe it or not, I don't know if people caught this because there's a lot of like Easter eggs in that.
Yeah.
That's actually an Easter egg to Doom.
Is it?
Yes, because in Doom, you see him using one of those Gatling guns, right? You see him walking around. It wasn't his main weapon in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and that's an actual gun in the game.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was another one, and it was it was so great to see Kurt Russell back in the movie, man.
Yeah, man, Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it was so great to see him ever since that. A lot of people get on me for saying that this movie sucked, but I really hated Death Proof.
Yeah.
I hated that. It's, to me, the worst Quentin Tarantino movie ever, and I love everything he does.
Yeah, shout out to Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, and that just was really bad. But you know, to see him in Furious 7, he was really cool. And I'm not gonna give away too much about the movie, but
and also Damon Hansu, man, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damon Hansu, yeah. That's another thing that both of them appeared together in Stargate. Right, you know, that was like a little bit of a reunion there, and how great was that? Ronda Rousey, you brought her up earlier.
Man, yeah.
Her and Michelle Rodriguez, that was so badass, man. Like, you don't get chicks fighting like that too much in movies.
Yeah, man, that was really cool.
They kept their fucking heels on.
Oh, man.
That is amazing. I mean, girls gotta take lessons, right? When the movie comes out on DVD, watch that shit, right?
Yeah.
No more this hair pulling dragon shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Punch each other in the fucking face and get it on. That's it.
Yeah, and Tony Jaa, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
I mean, on Bach, man, god damn it, they put that son of a bitch in there. He was great.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Man, but let's talk about the elephant in the room that nobody wants to really address, but we're gonna address it. The Paul Walker tribute at the end, man. What did you think?
I mean, man, I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. You know.
We actually saw it. Me and Lex here actually saw it together with a bunch of our female friends, and it kind of hurt to look over and see them like bawling their eyes out at the end. I felt it, but I wasn't gonna cry, you know.
I didn't like seeing it, but you gotta look at it from like this. It was kind of funny though, only because like, okay, you have Crystal's over here crying.
Yeah.
And you turn. The entire row. They're at the same time. I knew that was gonna happen, but you know that. Oh, seriously, so that tribute,
yeah, it was so greatly done, and shout out to Universal and Justin Wan for James Wan for doing that.
And hell, you know, even I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan of him, but you know, hey, Wiz Khalifa killed it with that song. I mean, that was something, you know, and you know, now we look forward to
8. Yeah, what's gonna happen? I'm campaigning to be in Fast 8, by the way. You know, I mean, I think it would be a perfect fit for me. You know, all the weird German.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on, you can race this motherfucker. I mean,
yeah, man.
Some Nas in there, you know.
Yeah, man.
He's set, man. Shit.
And from what we know about it now, it'll take place in New York, which is where we are at right now. Yeah. And hey, perfect for me, you know.
Yeah, no, and Vin Diesel pretty much gave it away. Kurt Russell's coming back in there, right? So
yeah.
Apparently, the rumor is that the reason why they brought Kurt Russell in here is Kurt Russell is going to be placing The Rock's character, because Furious 7 was actually the last movie besides Paul Walker. It was the last film for a few of the people in this film. Jordana Brewster, who plays Mia, Dominic Toretto's sister, and Brian O'Connor's wife, right? This was her last film, and said The Rock, this was his last time in this series. So they brought in Kurt Russell into this one, and it's kind of weird that The Rock's younger than Kurt Russell.
Hey,
you know, right? But you know, Kurt Russell is a bad son of a bitch. You know,
yeah, man.
Snake Plissken right there. You know,
yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna film it here in New York, and what I love is, you know, a lot of people are saying they shouldn't do this. You know, Furious 7, that should be the end of it right there. You know, for Paul Walker and all that. I posted this article on Facebook, right? And I'm sure you read it. Just
I did.
Right?
I did.
And I love what Vin Diesel says, which is the reason why I stick by that they should do number 4. And that's Vin says Furious 7 was for Paul, right? Fast 8 is from Paul, right? Yeah, so that's his last parting gift to us.
Yeah, because he said this is what Paul would want. Paul would want us to do 8.
Yeah, because the thing that Paul Walker would constantly say to Vin Diesel is, you know, that 8 is a guarantee. You know, it's almost a guarantee they're going to do 8. And
absolutely.
They interviewed Paul Walker, I believe, for like the last one, and he was like, "I'm going to be 50 by the time we get to Fast 10." Right? You know,
wasn't that far off though, but
yeah. You know, I tell you this right now. You know, Fast 8's going to be from is from Paul Walker.
We're in for a hell of a ride, man.
Yeah, that just keep on riding. That's how it is. You know.
Yeah, man.
But we got a bunch of other shit coming out.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Avengers comes out next month.
Oh man, yeah, Avengers in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, the 1st of May, right? That I'm looking forward to, right? I mean, you're gonna see the Iron Man in the Hulkbuster suit finally. You know?
And Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, man.
Which I still don't understand why they're in there.
They were part of another set of Avengers, correct?
You know, the thing is, I want to say yes, but I don't remember that much. I've always remembered the both of them from the X-Men.
Yeah.
You know that they've always been X-Men characters, so that's why I'm like, I don't know why they're doing that. You know.
Yeah, but you know, let's see how Marvel utilizes them.
Yeah, and it's ironic that what's his name is playing Quicksilver. He played Kick-Ass.
Shit. Oh man, you got me.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think his name.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and what's her name? Emily Olsen's playing
Scarlet Witch. Yeah.
Scarlet Witch. Right. Both of them were in Godzilla. As you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife.
Fun fact, yes.
Yeah. So that's kind of ironic, but no, that looks crazy. And James Spader voicing Ultron.
Yeah, man.
And that is a hell of a choice right there. You know. I don't know. I just recently got into his show Blacklist.
I watched like 2 episodes.
Yeah, no, I just started it, you know. Right, I know, kind of late.
Yeah,
give me a fucking break here, you know. Like, I don't watch a lot of these TV shows.
Seriously,
right? But it's pretty. Seeing him on this show and hearing him hearing his voice of Ultron, he did a great job. It's just so weird seeing the way he looks now compared to the way he looked back then. Because I was watching Stargate with Kurt Russell and him. Right, I'm like, wow, that doesn't even look like the James Spader I know now. But
and then of course we're going a little bit down the road here, but and then after Age of Ultron we have the Infinity Gauntlet, which is the Infinity War, parts 1 and 2. You know, next year and the year after that, and a whole bunch of other Marvel stuff coming out. So. Man,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Luke Cage.
Captain America. That's going to be the start of the Civil War, which I can't wait for.
And then we're hearing that Spider-Man might make an appearance.
Yeah, a different Spider-Man with no origin.
Yeah, no, actually, they're going to take it. They're going to take his origin back to high school. So basically they're going. Basically, we get to watch Uncle Ben die again.
Yeah. Oh well, see, that's the thing. It's like I heard that, and I also heard that they're not going to give him an origin. He's gonna be in high school, but he's gonna automatically be Spider-Man. Kind of like how the way Tim Burton did Batman.
Yeah.
Batman was already there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They're gonna kind of put it like that. And from what I hear is that it's a deal between Marvel and
Sony.
Yeah, and Sony, right? But Sony still retains the rights to Spider-Man, which means they're still gonna have their own solo Spider-Man.
Yeah. Which is okay, but this is what us comic book fans have been clamoring for. I mean, how can you have like Marvel Studios and all that, but not have Spider-Man? Yeah. And it's like it just looks weird. But now we're gonna get Spider-Man in the Civil War, Captain America Civil War, plus another Spidey flick in 2018, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they'll finally reveal who that guy is that keeps covering his face at the end of both the other 2 movies. You know, I still believe that's Mysterio.
Yeah. Who the hell knows? But
But here's something I'm really looking forward to: Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Right now, I've been a fan of that series for such a long time, and I'm just really interested to see how, Tom Hardy pulls off the role of Mad Max. You got Charlize Theron in there. The original director George Miller's back, right? He did the original 3, right? And I'm telling you right now, from what I've seen in that trailer, that looks nuts, and it looks like it's gonna make up for everything that went wrong in Beyond Thunderdome, right? Because Jesus Christ, that's so.
So you were watching that movie on your personal Facebook page last night.
Yeah, I was watching all 3 of them.
Yeah, how is that? I'm not too familiar with Mad Max, so this is your thing,
Yeah, well, Mad Max, for those of you who like him, you don't know, Mad Max. The film, they were Australian films. They were filmed in Australia, right? And Mad Max was a cop, right? The fastest cop on the road, and I kind of have a hard time trying to figure out if it's the apocalypse or post-apocalypse, right? Because the police precinct's in a fucking burned down factory that he's in, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you have like this gang, right? He kills some guy and chasing him. This gang kills his family and he goes to seek revenge, right?
Yeah.
Right. The second movie is him pretty much on his own.
Okay.
Right? As the Road Warrior, right? That's the movie that gave the Road Warriors their idea for their gimmick and all that with the spikes and all that.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where that came from, right? The movies are pretty much take place in in a wasteland, right? In a post-apocalyptic world, right?
Yeah.
Those movies are pretty much the inspiration for games like Borderlands,
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout. What's the other game I like playing? Rage. Right, so the game, right? So yeah, that's basically what those movies are about. And most of the movies take place. They have to do with everybody trying to get gas, like gasoline. That's like considered like money.
Oh,
and it's like their way of survival.
Okay.
Right. So that's what those movies are basically about. But I really can't wait to see how Tom Hardy pulls this off.
Yeah, and jumping right in, speaking of stuff, Mad Max and stuff. I hear this is just a rumor, but I hear Mad Max is the trailer for Batman versus Superman is actually attached to that, and so let's see what happens. And
well, we're gonna get a chance to see it this Monday.
Yeah, actually, what am I saying? Monday, April 20th, 4/20, by the way. Anyway, we're getting a chance to get our first look at the Batman vs Superman trailer.
Yeah,
which is
that 20-second teaser that
which is posted last night. By the way,
I just love everybody's reaction to that. I was actually like kind of hoping it would be like the Spectre trailer, like kind of like a show. You actually got to see Bond in it and all that.
Yeah, and I called it before. It before this thing even aired. I was
like, yeah. Called that. It was great, just the mask and all that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anyway, speaking of James Bond, you're very excited for that.
I can't wait.
Spectre.
Yes, Spectre.
November.
It is November 6th.
Yeah.
This year, I cannot wait to see that. I'm a big James Bond fan. Seen all 23 movies. This is going to be the 24th one.
Awesome.
Right? I mean, you got one hell of a cast in there. I mean, Christoph Waltz, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, right? I believe he was also in Horrible Bosses 2, which I still got to check out.
Great movie.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And Spectre, the criminal organization from the Sean Connery era of James Bond, it's just, they're bringing it back, right? It's just so fucking awesome. My man Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah,
the Animal, right? He's gonna be in there as.
Congratulations to him, man. Yeah. He's done so many great things.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be. He's old as hell. He's like in his 50s.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: after Guardians of the Galaxy, even Riddick, he was good in there.
Yeah.
And now he's in James Bond. He's gonna be the second guy to make it from professional wrestling to Hollywood and do a really good job.
Yeah,
I really see it.
But
that teaser, I'm waiting for the full trailer for that. And my God, they picked the right Bond chicks in here. Monica Bellucci was the first 50-year-old, Bond girl, right?
Yeah.
God damn, 50, he never looked that good, man. Jesus Christ.
Awesome.
I mean, I haven't seen her in anything since The Matrix.
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong. Ironically, she was in Shoot 'Em Up with Clive Owen. Clive Owen was one of the possible candidates to play James Bond before Daniel Craig got it, And then you have the French girl, I forgot her name, Leigh Sindo, I think her name is. Right? She had a small role in Inglourious Bastards, and she was a female assassin in Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol. Speaking of Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation.
Yeah, man. So the trailer, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that. Just hope it's nothing like the second movie, which was the second.
Mission Impossible 2, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like John Woo, but come on, man.
Oh man, yeah, and Tom Cruise back as
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
Yeah, and they got Alec Baldwin in there. Right? And God knows how long I've seen him in an action film.
Oh man, yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Who's supposed to take it from Tom Cruise after?
Yeah. And the thing is, it's just like, the fact that we're bringing up Mission Impossible, we should also mention Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, man, July 1st.
Yeah, and the thing is, those two series, man, they've been around for God knows how long, and they're only up to the 5th movie.
Yeah, so many spin-offs and...
Yeah, and so much time in between,
Yeah, I mean, and then you got Arnold back for this one. I mean,
God,
Terminator Salvation sucked. I'm gonna go right on record saying it.
I liked it. All right, I liked Terminator Salvation.
More power to you, man.
I liked it. 3, on the other hand, I actually like 3 too. What am I talking about?
Yeah, well,
the only problem I had with 3 was, of all people in the world, why Claire Danes and Nick Stahl for John Connor? Like, that's the one thing you got to admit with the Terminator movie. John Connor from the second movie, for a teenager, he was a badass. Then why did he become such a bitch in number 3? And then Batman becomes John Connor in the 4th one.
Yeah, speaking of, man, I'll never forget it. The epic rant on the set of Terminator Salvation. But Who can ever forget that? That was gold. Yeah, and also, man, what else?
No, but yeah, we got. How can we forget? We got Ant-Man coming out.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Not too many people are familiar with this Marvel property. From what I understand, is he's a hero that has that can transform, like has his powers when he's in ant form, hence Ant-Man, and then his rival is his arch nemesis is Yellow Jacket, and they just released a new trailer the other day, and that is in theaters July 18th. So I'm gonna do a little research and find out a little bit about it, and we'll go see the movie.
I'm gonna probably go see it with my father because he knows more about Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He's been reading comics before he knew what
seriously.
And
what else?
Yeah, that's for last. We just saw it today. Come on.
Oh yeah, man! Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to see that, man.
Oh man, yeah.
That's probably
haven't seen the trailer? Go check it out.
Yeah, they just released the second one. It's more of a teaser, but that ending, right? I mean, you finally got to see Han Solo and Chewbacca together. It's
man. Harrison Ford, man. Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, they're all back. Carrie Fisher's back. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
The only one that's missing from there, Lando.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't bring Lando Calrissian back. I mean, it looks like a fucking foot now, but
the magic of Hollywood, though,
Yeah, I'm like, they should have brought him back, Yeah, when you think about it, you know how many people are coming back to reprise old roles? I mean, you got Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Jurassic World.
Oh man,
right?
yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna have. No one's reprising a role in there, but that series is coming back. You've got Arnold back as the Terminator.
June 16th, Jurassic World, as a matter of fact, something like that.
And Mad Max back, but with somebody different. But the original director's back.
Awesome.
And I forgot to mention this. Sylvester Stallone back as Rocky Balboa in Creed.
Oh man, yeah.
In this movie, he's gonna. To me, this is like the makeup for Rocky 5, right? Once again, he's training.
Hey! I actually have Rocky Balboa there, and
no, not Rocky Balboa. Rocky 5.
Oh,
Rocky Balboa is in 6.
All right.
Right, that one. Right,
but hey, Rocky Balboa was pretty good.
No, Rocky Balboa was great. It made up for 5, right? But Rocky 5, right? If you don't remember, he trains Tommy Gunn, right? Who was the actual real life boxer Tommy Morrison, right? And it kind of like they had a guy, I forgot his name, Duke, right? Who's supposed to be like a caricature of Don King. Takes him away from Rocky. He starts floundering him with money and girls and all kinds of stuff, and it causes tension between Rocky and Tommy, right? So, I mean, the story was good, but if you saw the execution, fuck you, right?
Yeah.
So this Creed, he's training Apollo Creed's son. It's apparently it's his third son, and he was born after Apollo Creed died from the fight with Drago. So Rocky's training him this time, and I'm fine with it as long as he doesn't get back in the ring, because he got back in the ring once.
In Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, he got back in the ring once, then he got back in the ring again for Grudge Match, which if you haven't seen that.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was hilarious, right? That was a good movie, right? But I dig this, him playing the mentor figure, playing the Mickey this time.
Awesome.
Right, so that's gonna be cool.
And wait a minute, we're forgetting one more summer movie, Fantastic Four.
I was trying to forget that movie on purpose.
I mean, we haven't seen much of it yet.
I mean, you saw that trailer, right?
It's a teaser.
Still. The Batman Superman one got me a little excited, despite how I feel about that. I mean, come on.
It is kind of weird though, seeing as it is a Marvel comic. It does not have the Marvel property in front of it.
Not only that, I mean, if you check out on IMDb the trivia behind the movie,
yeah,
you'll clearly see that the director said to the cast, everyone that's playing the Thing, you know, Michael B. Jordan, who's playing the I think
the Thing. Yes, he is the Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing the Thing.
Yes.
I thought he was playing the Human Torch, because I know Human Torch is black.
Okay, so yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that he's the one playing it, right? I don't know too many of the actors that are playing the characters there, but the director told them it was not they were not required to read Fantastic Four comics. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if you're gonna partake in
a little bit weird.
Yeah, if you're gonna partake in a comic book movie, you should at least know the goddamn, the material that you're.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, you put your own spin on it, but I mean, Heath Ledger read Batman comics.
Oh yeah.
He may not have been a fan of the shit, but at least he read the comics for the fucking role of the Joker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the Avengers.
They had to.
They read the comics, and ironically, I believe RDJ and Samuel L. Jackson are actual comic book fans.
Oh yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, I know is he said that in various interviews that he is. So
yeah, so I mean, you got to do those things if you want to sell this movie, and you got to understand that the marketing audience, it's not kids. Yeah, they like the shit, but it's not going to be just kids. It's going to be people like us who read comics.
Ironically, the same studio company, 20th Century Fox, who made the original, who made the other two Fantastic Four movies, is also behind this one. So yeah, let's see how it goes, man. August 8th, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, it's August, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. But with that being said, we'll be right back with more Hittin It Raw.
More Hittin It Raw. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Go there. Put that down. Whatever you're doing, put it down. Put it down. All right? Stay here. Flying around the room as Isaiah. Hey, what is that you're holding there?
Yeah. Welcome back to the show, man. And we are going to review some. Well, I'm going to review some games because I just got some new stuff in for my brand new PS4. If you want to take a shot of it, Lex, right there.
PS4, right there. Look at that shit. Look at that. That's a beauty. I got the black one.
Nice. That's actually the Destiny bundle.
Yeah, that's the one I got. And here's the funny thing, right? I haven't even played Destiny yet, right? Because I ain't got no goddamn
internet.
Yeah, I need internet. I ain't no fucking internet, right? But at some point when I do get internet in my room, which will probably be when the PS5 comes out, that's when I'll play Destiny, and everybody will be up to like Destiny 9 or some shit, right? But this ain't about me. This is about this guy. Right?
Yeah, man. First game I'm gonna review, MLB 15 The Show, man. Yasiel Puig is on the cover, as you can see. It's a great baseball game. I've always been a fan of this series. I've been playing them since PS2 when it first came out. It's a great. It feels good. The hitting is improved this year. Now you have directional hitting. You push up on the analog. You push a direction on the analog stick, and that actually influences where you can hit the ball at. And players take a more traditional route toward the ball. I don't know if you played any past MLB games, but they would always take a straight route to the ball. Well, in this one, they take directional routes to the ball depending on where the ball is hit, and they have a new XP point system, which the more home runs or the more runs you score, the more XP points you get that can be used in Road to the Show mode or anything like that, to help your player boost up his stats. And if you have a save file from last year, you can actually continue Road to the Show or franchise mode without having to start over. So that's something great that Sony did with this one. It's a great game. Go pick it up. It's awesome.
One question.
Yeah.
Does it have an Alex Rodriguez mode?
A-Rod is in the game, yes, but Alex Rodriguez mode as far as does he get? Is it kind of like like the WWE career mode? The whole biogenesis scandal thing.
Yeah, something like that. Because that actually would make the game more realistic. And quite frankly, It would be hilarious.
No, not really. But anyway, moving on to this bad boy right here. Not WWE 2K15. We'll get to that in a second. But Mortal Kombat X.
Oh
man,
yeah, I gotta remember to pick that shit up.
just came out Tuesday, man. This is the first entry into the new generation of consoles. I was just telling Lex before that you have to unlock the story mode and by playing through a classic combat tower, and one match basically unlocks the whole character select screen. I like what they did with this. Different character variations, so you're not it's gonna take a while to master everything because you have so many different character variations. Each character has a same basic move set, but different variations do different things. So that's pretty damn cool. And my personal favorite, from what I've played so far, Aaron Black, man. He's like an outlaw gunslinger type character, and he's awesome. And
I can't wait to get my hands on that fucking game this
man,
week.
And also DLC.
The fatalities, man.
Yeah, man, DLC that's not available yet. The Predator and Jason are coming to Mortal Kombat X. Man, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Wasn't Spawn also gonna be in this?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I know they did put Spawn in something.
Yeah, he was in Soul Calibur 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's Soul Calibur. Yeah, Soul Calibur. They had Freddy in another Mortal Kombat.
In Mortal Kombat 9, which.
Yeah.
So Mortal Kombat X, go ahead and pick that up. As you see, Scorpion is on the cover, classic Mortal Kombat character, and they also have the daughters of Jax and Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade in the game too. You can play as Jackie Briggs and Cassie Cage, which are pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome characters to play with. A few classic characters make cameos.
Johnny Cage is back in there.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is he's in his 40s now, and Liu Kang is also in the game too.
Oh shit! Nice.
He's evil. Evil, and you'll find out when you play the story mode why and everything. But
this should have had Jean-Claude Van Damme voice over Johnny Cage. I mean, goddamn, it's the same character.
And funny thing is, when you play a matchup against Johnny Cage and Goro, because every match opens up with dialogue, Johnny Cage actually says to him, "Don't you owe me some sunglasses?" Which is pretty damn cool. If you've seen the first Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Mortal Kombat movie. But Mortal Kombat X, pick it up. It's in stores now. And finally, WWE 2K15. Everybody's getting on how much it sucks and everything. But you know what? I'm gonna review the one thing that matters, man. The Path of the Warrior DLC mode, man. As you know, Ultimate Warrior passed on last year.
So it was like, I think yesterday last year, or it been the day before. I remember it was just before my birthday last year when he passed away.
Ultimate Warrior passed on. So in this year, he was a very big part of last year's game. They had brought him back to the WWE after 18 years, and he was a very big part of marketing as far as last year's game went. But in this year, since he passed on, they decided to honor him by giving him his own DLC, which you can play through. Like I said, it's called Path of the Warrior, and it basically takes you through some of the more iconic moments through his WWE career. I mean, the WrestleMania 6 match between him and Hogan is highlighted. The WrestleMania 7 retirement match when he took on Macho Man Randy Savage is highlighted. The body bag match in Madison Square Garden when he fought Undertaker is actually highlighted in this thing.
That's the body bag match.
Yes, it's actually that's actually pretty damn fun to play.
Yeah, but again, we're talking about the Ultimate Warrior here.
Yeah. What else? Oh, his battles with the Honky Tonk Man from SummerSlam '88 and Ravishing Rick Rude in '89 are highlighted. And the infamous match with that, which actually got him, and he and WWE on bad terms, is also highlighted. The Warrior versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley match from WrestleMania 12 is actually in there.
Shit, wow.
So yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't put the whole One Warrior Nation WCW thing in there.
No, they didn't do any WCW stuff in there. But yeah, man, WWE 2K15 Path of Warriors out now. And let me just, before we go, I have one gripe about the damn game. The game is actually pretty damn good because people are shitting on it for a variety of different reasons. But my only gripe with that game is there's like 6 different versions of characters for one person. Like, for example, you have 4 Randy Ortons in the game. I'm not even joking about this. 4 Randy Ortons, 2 Undertakers, 2 Triple H's.
You have like 3 Sheamuses in there?
Yeah, like 3 Sheamuses. It's dumb. It takes up 2 versions of the Usos. It's like,
and they got. I know they have. If I remember correct, they had like 3 versions of Kane. Because they they have the 2000. 3 versions of Kane. And they got 2. I think they got 2 versions of Batista too. They have the old Batista, and then they got the return one.
And also here's the one that really gets me. You have freaking like 4 versions of Randy Orton. I mean, for what? Yeah, like his moveset didn't really change all that much. Anyway. But that's a whole different thing for a whole other show. But anyway, go, like I said, it's a really great game, really fun to play. Other there's other DLC too, but we're not gonna get into that. That Path of the Warrior was the one that everybody's waiting for. So if you wanted to know if it was worth buying, yes it is. Get it for $9.99 on PSN or in the Xbox store, whatever you call it, whatever, and just pick it up, have fun, reliving all those iconic Ultimate Warrior moments. And with that said, before we go, do you want to say anything, man?
W2K15 sucks. All right, I'm sorry, let me get into this. I gotta say, 2K15. Okay, yeah, you put some of the good points about it, all right. But I gotta say, I felt ripped off. I mean, when I first got the damn game, right? I got it for the 360, right?
Oh yeah, the 360 version is very different from the next gen version.
Yeah, which is like for me, I was like, why couldn't you just make everything the fucking same? And not to mention, the game was half a game, right? The game itself is just half.
How do you figure?
Because everything else that I want or should need to play, right? I have to go on the internet for that shit, right? Right? Or in this case, when I had the 360 one, right? I had to literally wait till I got the PS4 to go ahead and play, the NXT mode and all that other shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you look at the gameplay. There's a lot of things on there that they're missing. I mean, they got rid of the Inferno match. You can't even make Chris Benoit. I mean, come on.
Yes, that.
What is that
for
shit?
those of you who don't know, if you try to make Chris Benoit and upload it to the community creations, you will be banned for doing that.
I mean, come on. Right? I mean, Jesus Christ. I could still make Kevin Sutherland, who I believe is the one who was responsible for that shit. But come on. That to me is a big problem. And then you mentioned the 4 Randy Ortons. Right?
Yeah, that's the only gripe I have.
Yeah, I'm like the 2011 Randy Orton. So same thing as the 2015 Randy Orton. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. I really just I felt let down. I really did. Every game that preceded that, they tried to make it better and better and better, and they included more options in it. To me, it's like they took some out. I know they replaced some.
They had to kind of scale back because of the power of PS4. They wanted to make it like the best game they possibly could. Hence the delay between the two. Because I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember there was a delay. Yeah, but like shit, I don't know. I tell you the truth. I've only played it maybe like a handful of times. Right? I mean, I haven't even like started the season mode or anything like that. I started the whole the greatest rivalry thing they had with Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I started that, and it's just like I never went back.
Best friends, better enemies.
Yeah. But you know, I honestly don't. I expect more in the WWE 2K16.
Yeah. Yeah. From what we know about it, there will be more NXT superstars.
Okay. Cool.
And let's see. This is said to have the biggest roster in the history of the game. Well, but then again, you can't really go by that because they say that every year. So.
But see, this is the thing. If you notice, like ever since even the SmackDown games.
Yeah.
You go back there. SmackDown 1 had like just the popular.
Yeah. Popular guys. Yeah.
SmackDown 2 included everybody.
Yeah.
SmackDown 3, popular people. 4, everybody. It's like every game is the same thing.
Yeah, and I don't know. You were even able to play as Michael Cole in SmackDown 2, man. And, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was the first time you got to play it. At least you
and
didn't
then again in WWE 12. But
you didn't have to wear that orange shit in SmackDown 2.
Anyway, but speaking of games, before we go, one last thing, man. Like we were talking about this earlier. Lex and I both used to work at GameStop, and it was I'm just gonna rant here and just fucking say it because, god damn it, I really hated working at GameStop. I mean,
working in a video game store sounds fun, but it's just like
it's really not.
It just makes you feel stupid after a while. You know, it's like, who the fuck comes in here? I mean, how do you come into a game store and you not know what you want?
The questions that we get asked that we get asked on a daily basis while working there. For example, is Mortal Kombat a great game? I mean, it depends on your definition of great. I mean, what are you into? I'm not gonna have time to sit down and assess what you're into and all that shit, and then we can make a valid decision based off of that.
Yeah, and then you come back a week later. I don't like this game, and you want your money back. And it's like, what the hell did you just waste your time and your money and my time with?
Yeah,
you know.
And plus the $60 price tag nowadays. You know, it's not a game buying is not. It has to be carefully done because the average household doesn't make a lot of money to just be thrown away on games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, you know. Like when I used to do, I worked at GameStop before it was GameStop. When it was still FuncoLand.
That's going
back. Yeah, this was just before high school, because GameStop came out I think in 2002.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, 2002. So it was still called FuncoLand. Yeah. And I swear to God, man, you have people walking in there, and you know what they would do sometimes. This would be funny. You had old folks come in there. See, now I could deal with that, but what I hate is when someone comes up to you. You ever had this happen?
Yeah.
If someone come in there, right, and they ask you, "What's a good game to buy?" All right, and you give them suggestions, and they turn every single one of them down. I don't like. Do you have something better? Do you have something better? Do you have something better? And you're there for like an hour and a half. Going through. You went through every single game for every single system for the entire fucking store, and they're still. And they don't buy nothing, they walk out.
Oh, fucking waste of time. Oh, here's another thing. Oh, yeah, when people say, because normally in GameStop when I've experienced from both sides, standing on a line and being behind the counter where there's a line forming. So, people will come in there and be like, oh, do you have fucking MLB 15? Sure, we got it. What do you want it for? PS3, PS4? Oh, and what about Mortal Kombat X? Yeah, we got it. What do you want? PS4, Xbox One? Or do you have fucking Madden 15? Sure. What system do you want it for? PS4, Xbox One? I don't know. I don't want it for a system. I just wanted to know if you had it. Basically, don't fucking stand on a line if you're gonna ask questions. The line is for people that want to buy shit. Wait till there's no more line till I'm done taking care of everybody else.
That's like do not
Yeah.
Or the smart thing, call.
Yeah, Or, well, that's another thing. We don't have time to fucking sit on the phone all day. And
Well, they have, yeah, that's true. But still, they usually have somebody there to answer the phone. And
okay,
if they don't, what the hell?
And oh man, yeah. Oh, and one more thing before I go. God damn it, kids! Stop! You fucking 13, 14-year-olds that are not even old enough to buy an M-rated game. Stop coming in there and trying to buy a fucking M-rated game.
I got fired once, right? When I got let go by Funkoland, right? Because it was becoming GameStop. They got a new manager and everything. Right, I worked for about a couple of weeks at a computer store. Right, and it used to be further into Bay Ridge in Brooklyn. Right, now, yeah, I was like just still a teen. I was like 14, 15 years old. Right, and it was like a part-time deal, and it was fun. But here's the thing, we were smart enough to know, you gotta show us ID if you're gonna buy a game that's
yeah.
Right, so I'm not there. This happened when I wasn't there. One of my coworkers sold a computer game to some kid, and the mother found out about it. The mother came back to the store, right, and then she comes back to the store the next day when I'm there. I'm at the register, and she comes up and she's yelling at me. It's like, how do you stop this game? How do you? This is disgusting. What the hell?
Like Angry Vince.
Yeah, and she's like, I want my money back. Give me this. Give me the money back. Take this game away. And I was like, hey, well, hold on, excuse me, lady. I didn't sell your game. I didn't sell your game. She's like, yes, he did. He came right in here and he right. And I'm like, well, okay, well, he came in here, but I wasn't here when he did that, because if he had been here while I was here, he wouldn't be having this game, right? Because I have to lose my job.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, somebody sold this shit to him, and I want. Right, get it away from me. Get it. This is disgusting. Blood. Get away. Right, so like acting like this is like the spawn of Satan here. I'm waiting for her to break out like holy water and start going.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but and then she, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, you have the receipt. She gives me the receipt, and okay, and then I refunded her money.
Good.
Right. And then she still stands there like cursing me. She's like, how dare you sell this shit to my son? Right? We are good Catholic people. We don't play these things.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? This is so violent. Right? And,
religion.
Yeah, and I'm in my head I'm like, now I can see why he bought the game. He wants to see. He can't shoot you, but he can shoot, zombies. Right? And, I swear, she kept running her mouth. And I'm like, there's people online trying to buy games.
Yeah, I hear you. And I gotta deal with this.
Yeah, no. So I after a while, I was like, okay, get the fuck out of my store, right? Now, the manager heard that, and she complained to him, and they let me go, right? And I still say to this day, my other manager, Rudy, who was like a really cool dude, if he still had been there, he probably just let me off with a warning.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Bottom line is, don't fucking buy an M-rated game if you know you're not old enough to buy it.
Yeah, and then the thing is, other people should follow their own damn rules. That probably would have never happened to me if you never would have sold that kid that game. You know?
Seriously.
But you gotta admit, it does have its perks though, working in a video game store.
Yeah, it does.
Like my last day at Funkoland, right? They let me for free. I could just take any Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo game I wanted. I came home with a shitload of Sega games, Streets of Rage 2, a new Altered Beast game, new Sonic 3, all these fucking games. That was fun.
Yeah, man.
Right. But I swear, you gotta be on like drugs. You gotta be drunk or like on like PCP to like actually make it through a day.
Yeah, absolutely. There were many times where I thought about kicking shit, and I was like, can't kick, but damn it, a miracle would happen. So anyway, with that being said, kids, make sure you have a parent with you when you buy an M-rated game. If you don't, don't waste our time. Anyway, we will see you guys next week with another episode of Hittin It Raw.
Hittin It Raw. And to all of you, adieu. How you turn this son of a bitch off?